The Ranji Trophy, the fourth round began. Before the start of the South Africa series, we have had one more round of the Ranji Trophy that's going to be played. Now, certain players are kind of there and thereabouts trying to make it into the Indian cricket team. Mohammad Shami, despite not being picked in the South Africa series for Bengal, what was the status quo be, that we'll come to know soon. But as far as this round of the Ranji Trophy is concerned, when we have seen it, already one player is on the back foot, and that is Sarfaraz Khan. Sarfaraz actually made only 16 runs in the Mumbai versus Himachal Pradesh encounter that took place. But Sarfaraz, when you look at it, his chances have not been made easy by the simple fact that yes, his amount of runs and the untimely injury that he's had is actually not that great. Yes, he made a 150 against New Zealand. Yes, he made 50s against England. But the problem is, after that 150, his returns were very barren. Yes, he did well even in the Buchi Babu, but his untimely injury and because of lack of game time in the BGT as well has now pushed him in the fringes. And this knock of 16 will not help Sarfaraz. And that is why now, whether he will get a chance in 2026, that remains to be seen. Because now, Shami, Sarfaraz are in the same boat. They are not going to play any of the home tests here. In 2026, if the situation changes, August and October, that's their last couple of chances. But in that same game, Sarfaraz's brother Mushir managed 112. Ayush Matre, the youngster who's often been captaining even for India under 19, even he fell cheaply for 9. Ajinkya Rane fell for 2. It was Mushir and Siddesh Lad who ensured that Mumbai managed to get the better of Himachal Pradesh on the opening day. On the other hand, one more India veteran whose days are kind of done at this point in time. He's not making a comeback to the Indian cricket team anytime soon unless there is a very shocking selection that takes place. Hanuma Vihari made 143 for Tripura against Assam. Now, this is back-to-back centuries now for Hanuma Vihari. He started this Ranji Trophy rather slowly, but now he's slowly picking up momentum, and now he's got 2 back-to-back centuries now in the 2 Ranji games that he's played in. So, Hanuma Vihari is making all the right noises for his new team that is there after initially struggling in the first 2 rounds. But one more player who seems to have fallen slightly behind in the race is Ishan Kishan. Ishan Kishan playing for Jharkhand, he's the captain and the wicketkeeper at this point. He managed only 28 runs in the game against, when you look at it, Baroda. So that is why Jharkhand versus Baroda, that particular encounter, it's seen him fall for 28 runs. And once again, it looks to be a missed opportunity. Ishan Kishan has had a very up and down Ranji Trophy until now. And now, in the 4 rounds that he's there, perhaps his chances of making it to the Indian cricket team back. With Dhruv Jurel also doing so well, with Rishabh Pant doing so well, it seems to be very, very problematic. And KL Rahul's already doing well in ODIs. His chances slip even further. Maharashtra versus Karnataka. Now, in that particular encounter, we've seen Mayank Agarwal score very well. You saw Smaran Ravichandran do really well, but Karun Nair fell for 4. After doing well in the initial games, Karnataka versus Goa, Karun Nair had hit a double ton. Now he unfortunately fell for 4 in the game versus Maharashtra. How will Prithvi Shaw and the rest of the others in Rituraj do well? That we'll come to know once Maharashtra come out and bat. So Karun Nair, after a couple of good knocks, has had a failure in that sense. So this round of the Ranji Trophy saw very limited action, but bad news for Sarfaraz and Ishan Kishan. Karun Nair, well, we know that perhaps his time with the India team, a selection back in the Indian cricket team, seems very, very difficult. But at this point in time, we have to understand that yes, there are certain players who are wanting to make a mark in this domestic system. Will they get a chance in 2026? That remains to be seen now. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.